Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I just had an experience. I've never seen Alan Jackson live and in concert, but boy, you sure are good.
Oh, thank you.
You know, how does one go from a musical background going into doing, you play drums, you play all kinds of instruments.
Yeah, not anymore. I used to. I'm more just a guitar and mandolin now, but when I was growing up, I played guitar, drums, and trombone, and but not a lot of call for playing trombone when you're an Alan Jackson impersonator, so...
Well, you could throw it in there somewhere, couldn't you? One note.
Yeah.
A one-note wonder. Now, did you get into music and bands in the early days?
Yeah, I grew up, my family, musical family. My mom taught music, and both my sisters are music teachers now. They're older sisters, and they both teach music in schools in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And so it was just a musical family and just always been surrounded by music.
So I'm sure our audience would like to know, how did you, I know you got involved with Legends in Concert in 2004, but
Right.
how did that come about for you?
Well, it's kind of a long, weird story, but the short version, I started my country band called Late Night Rodeo in 2000, and we played at Bally's Wild West Casino for the professional bull riders, a party they were having, and they saw us down there, so then we kept playing at Bally's, and then the people at Legends came over. They were right next door doing the show at the Claridge in Atlantic City, and they came over and saw us, and they told me to come in the next day and do a tape and send it to Vegas, and here I am. That's the short version.
Isn't that an incredible story? Opportunity knocked so many times,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was great.
So how do you fall into doing Alan Jackson, though? Because did you automatically sound like him? Did you have to work that out in your repertoire, or what?
No, well, yeah, you have to work at sounding like him, and but as far as the look, I wore cowboy boots and a hat, and he was just becoming popular, just starting out, and I had a lot of people telling me that I looked like Alan Jackson, and I didn't know who he was or what he looked like, because I'm not big on TV or anything like so.
Sure.
And even though I was in a wedding band and we played some country tunes, so I knew his songs once I heard them, but I didn't really know what he looked like. But then somebody was like, you got to go check him out.
So in studying him, did you get videos and watch how he made
every
every move?
And I still do. I mean, you have to do that.
Keep honing your craft.
Yeah, it's like, exercising. You can't just do it once and stop. You have to keep doing it, and stay with it.
What are some of your favorite songs of Alan's?
Oh, there's so many. That's the one thing. Honestly, you don't meet too many tribute artists who don't like what they're doing, who somebody who says, I'm not a real big Neil Diamond fan, and they do Neil Diamond. It doesn't happen very often, but once in a while you'll hear that. But I really do love Alan Jackson songs, so it's even better, because I I used to listen to his stuff before, and so it's great. I don't know, one of his songs that you don't hear too much, there's a couple of them. The ones that you don't hear a lot, I guess I like them the most, just because they're special and I haven't heard them a lot. But House with No Curtains is one of my favorites. Of course, Here in the Real World, that was one of his first big ones. That's a great one. He's just got so many great songs.
He does.
And he wrote a lot of them. That's the thing. He's a writer, so I think he wrote, 20 or 30 of his so many hits.
I know you prepared at least a couple songs for us on Branson RADIOLIVE, so what have you got next for us?
I've got one more for you. It's, well, they'll recognize it when they hear it. They'll know it.
Doug Bruin portraying him on Branson RADIOLIVE, Alan Jackson.
Did I turn that off? Oh, no, it's on. The sun is hot and that old clock is moving slow. So am I. The workday passes like molasses in wintertime. But it's July, getting paid by the hour and ordered by the minute. My boss just pushed me over the limit. I'd like to call him something, I think I'll just call it a day. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This lunch break is gonna take all afternoon, half the night. Tomorrow morning I know they'll be hell to pay. Hey, but that's alright. Ain't had a day off now in over a year. My Jamaican vacation's gonna start right here. If the phone's from me, you can tell them I just sailed away. And pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Doug Bruin on Branson RADIOLIVE.
I prepare off my tab, pour myself in a cab, and be back to work before 2. In a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would folks in Branson do? They say, pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. Let me sing it now, come on. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. No, she don't care, and I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. There you have it. Thank y'all.
Doug Bruin from Legends in Concert. Isn't he wonderful?